Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making coffee soap, meaning that we are using real coffee as an ingredient to make the soap. To do this we use an Italian coffee maker. Maybe some of you are familiar with how this works, and if not, I'm gonna show you in just a moment. But first of all, let's prepare our embeds. So I have this little coffee bean mold here, and I'm gonna fill it with some melt and pour soap. I like to use a pipette to do that because I think that it makes the filling more precise and exact. And then we just allow it to cool. It won't take a long time. You can see the cavities are very small. And in the meantime, we are preparing our coffee. You can use any type of coffee that you want, but me as an Italian, I like to use the Italian coffee maker and the Lavazza coffee. That's a very classic Italian coffee. You just open the coffee maker, and very importantly, for this type of coffee that we're gonna use in the soap, we want to use distilled water. By using distilled water in your soap making, you know that you aren't adding anything that could possibly cause any problems with your batch of soap. Then we add the top part here, and then you put it on the stove, and in a couple of minutes you will have the coffee ready. In the meantime, let's have a look how our embeds turned out. Looks pretty okay and ready to go. Here is our coffee. Now what we are going to do is we are going to weigh out a part of the coffee that we are going to take out from our water part. So you can just calculate and take away, for example, 50% of the water and replace it by 50% coffee. I left this particular recipe down in the description box below. Also, I'm weighing out the fragrance oil. I'm using Jamaican Cafe and Walnuts by Scent Perfect, but you can use any fragrance that you want. Now, as you can see, the lye water is a little bit cloudier than usual, but that is because, remember, we have half of it which is coffee, so it is a little bit more concentrated than usually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this lye water part here to our oils, just as I would usually do, and I give it a blend until everything is emulsified. Now I take the coffee part and I just add it to the mixture. Look at the lovely color. Very nice. If it smells a little bit strange, that's totally normal. This is not gonna be noticeable in the finished soap. I'm gonna split off a part here and color it a little lighter, because I would like to make a little design with a swirl inside of the soap. Although the soap is already quite dark, I would like to color it a little bit darker, and I'm using this chestnut brown mica on the one part of the soap, and then titanium dioxide mixed with warm water in this small portion. And I'm gonna blend starting with a lighter color, so I don't need to clean my stick blender between uses. And then I'm mixing up the brown part as well, and you can see this very nice and rich brown color is really beautiful. I just give it a blend to make sure that everything is very well incorporated into the mixture. And then we are ready to pour the fragrance oil. So I'm going to pour the majority into the big jug and then a small portion over here as well. I just give it a quick mix with the spatula. I'm not using a stick blender because I don't want the mixture to thicken up too much. By the way, I designed a soap worksheet as a tool to keep track of the soap you're making and so forth. And if you are a member of my Buy Me a Coffee page, you have free access to it. So you can go and check it out, link in the description box below. Now we are definitely ready for the pour. Here is the Brambleberry 5-pound mold, very nice mold. And then I just pour the majority of the brown part into the mold. Give it a good shake so it's dispersing a little bit within the mold. And then I try to pour from very up high because the batter is already quite thick and I want it to sink a little bit to the bottom, not to just stay on the surface, so to speak. And then I add the rest of the brown soap on top of it. Give it a shake again. And now I'm taking the back of a spoon and I'm just going through like twice and giving it a swirl. This is a very easy swirl, but it's always working out very well for me. I give it another shake again. And now I just add the rest of the light batter that I had and I just add it to the top in the middle. I want to make like a little swirl that looks like a cream that you would add on top of your cappuccino or something like this. Let's see how this is going to work out. So I'm taking like a very regular kebab stick and I go and I want to see what I can do. The trace is already quite thick. I'm just going here trying to make a figure 8 and then maybe I want to distribute it a little more. Alright, I'm happy with how it turned out and now we're gonna add these little coffee beans soap embeds to the top. By the way, if you're interested in a video showing some reviews of soap molds and so forth, I will leave a link up here in the right hand corner for you to check out. I think it looks really pretty, but I would like to add a little bit of a mica sprinkle on top. And the way I can do that is by taking a tea strainer. Then I add just a little bit of mica, you don't need much really, and then you just sprinkle it over to mimic some cocoa powder. The only thing left to do now is to let it sit for about 24 hours. You give it a spritz with rubbing alcohol to prevent soda ash, and then we come back tomorrow to unmold. And here we are, it's the next day and we are ready. We can slide this bottom out and then you remove the frame. It's very easy. You have this silicone liner inside, very nice, and you can see here the airlock breaking in the back. If you see that your soap is not unmolding easily, just leave it a couple of days longer in the mold. That's totally okay. And here you can see I'm using this brambleberry tool to get rid of the edges before I actually cut the soap. And here I have a single wire cutter. I really like it because it's easier to control, especially when you have embeds on top. And so here is the first slice. I think it turns out pretty nice. It smells amazing. You know, every bar is really unique. Now let's have a look at how to stamp your soap. If you are interested to have a stamp, I think it gives a little touch of individuality. So I have the stamp here and then I take a rubber mallet and I give it a tap. I wiggle it out and here you have the impression. If you're interested to see a video about how to stamp soap, I will link it up here in the right hand corner. If you're interested in more videos about soap making or skincare DIY, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope to see you very soon around here for another video. In the meantime, I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye!